Welcome back. It's David Wong, finally back from my 20-year absence. I've been training secretly with my master, Minky the dog. And after all this time, now I finally come back with the next section of the wooden dummy form. So are you ready to learn? Here we go. In this section, we're going to do some pak sao. We're going to start to do the first kick in the wooden dummy form, and then we're going to do some more footwork too. So here we go. So we end up here from the last part, and I'm just going to do the whole thing for you once so you can see how it flows all together. So I'm going to go like this: pak, 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 outside pak, pak sao, jat and low punch, and then outside pak, pak sao, jat and low punch, double tok sao, and bang sao, and then we go un sao, and then with the side kick, gan sao, okay, and then un sao, side kick again, gan sao, jat sao, and what do you call it? Cow sao, and then jing zheng and jat sao, and then back to here. All right, so that's the whole section, and I'm going to break it down one part at a time. So first part is the 3 pak saos on the inside. So as I showed you before, this is the inside, this is the outside. So the inside, I'm going to pak with my right hand first, without the feet. With just the hands, I'm going to go pak inside, 2, 3. So it's right, left, right. You look from the front, it's going to be right, left, right. And notice that I'm going out at a 45-degree angle. I'm not going sideways. Do not go sideways like this. Go out at a 45-degree angle. That's what you want to do. That's what's happening with the hands. With your feet, you are pivoting every time you're doing a pak. So the first time, you're going to pivot to the left. So left, right, left. It'll be pivot to the left, pivot to the right, pivot to the left. So when you put it onto the dummy, it's going to be pivot to the left with the right hand, pivot to the right, and then left hand pak, pivot to the left, right hand pak. So those are the first 3 moves. So one more time. From here, pivot left, pak right, pak left, pivot right, pivot left, and pak right. Okay, so you need to coordinate the movement of the pivot together at the same time on the pak. Just for training, you can just do this section repeatedly so you can get used to coordination. So it's 1, 2, 3. You can just do that repeatedly so you can get good at just this part. Okay, so in the form, we only do this 3 times: right, left, right. And from this point, we move on to the next part. So the next part, we're going to do a outside pak. This left hand here, you're going to drop underneath this arm, and then I'm going to pak on the outside, and then readjust my stance to face forward. Remember, we ended up facing left. So now we're going to just adjust so that we're facing straight again. So that's what's happening with the feet. I'm just adjusting and facing straight. Okay, from that side, I'm facing left. It'll look like your right, but my left. And then just pivot this foot so that now they're both angled in towards the target. Okay, facing left. Now this way. Can't see. Facing left. Now this way. Facing left, back to center. All right, so on here, all I'm doing is I end up here, and then I go underneath, and then face back to center. Pak sao on the outside, and from here, pak sao, which means the chop, to with the left hand. Okay, let me just show you this section here. So I go 1, 2, 3, and punch. Okay, so I was here, so 1, 2, 3. 3 is actually 2 movements at the same time. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, And if you combine together, actually it's 4, 5, 6. So it'll be like 4, 5, 6. Okay, one more time. Starting from 3, you go 4, 5, 6. One more time. 4, 5, 6. Okay, what did I just do there? I did a fox out, and then the fox out just dragged down into a jut sao. So jut sao, I'm using this part of my hand to drag down onto the arm. And then I want to kind of sink my weight onto it, and my elbow is low. At the same time, I do a low punch with a vertical fist. So if you look from the front, it's going to look like this. So I ended up here, I'm going to go out, and then I go pak on the outside, fox sao, jut sao, punch. Okay, so I end up here, so let's go 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's what I'm doing again. 1, 2, 3. And the next 3 moves is just doing the same thing, but now starting with the right hand. So now I'm going to go pak on the outside, fox out with the right hand, and then jut sao with the right hand and low punch. So it's the same thing as the left hand, I just switched it with the right hand. So I go 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I ended up here previously. I go underneath, pak sao on the outside, fox sao over top, and then jut sao and low punch. And then we just end up this section with just the double tox out like that. Okay, so let's go from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 10 to finish it off. All right, so stay tuned, and then we're going to show you the next part of this section.